Action.
It's such a pleasure to meet with you, Mrs. Turner.
You know what? It's been such a busy time, and I haven't had a moment to call you, but it's so nice to finally meet you too.
Same here. I got your name and number through Ben.
Yes, Ben and I were classmates.
Oh,
For some reason, he thinks he's my big brother.
okay, all right. And actually got his name from his sister Tina, the nurse.
Oh, yes. She's so sweet. She's always looking out for people, so I can so see her doing something like that.
Certainly so. So it looks like I got to you through the grapevine. It never fails. That's actually how I meet most of my clients.
Oh,
I
okay.
was able to work with Ben and Tina, and they were very pleased. And I guess I made a good impression. They gave me your name and number.
Yes, you did, definitely.
So I just want to let you know what I do. I help people financially plan for the future, the
Okay.
retirement planning, investment planning, as well as insurance needs.
Okay.
So out of those three, what stands out the most to you?
Right now, I believe it would be insurance for my mortgage. That's our biggest expense.
Alrighty, and that's true for most households. So are you familiar with mortgage protection insurance?
Well, in the sense of like PMI?
Yes, PMI, yes. Mortgage protection insurance, it is a way for a household owner to make sure that their mortgage is paid off if they were to have a premature death before the balance is zero.
Okay.
So there's two different kinds of MPI. There is the bank offered as well as the outside or individual MPI, which is what I offer to people.
Okay.
So some of the differences between the two, there's four main differences. It's the amount of coverage, who your beneficiaries are, interest payments, as well as taxes. So let's go through these one by one.
Okay.
With regards to the amount of coverage, how much is left on your house, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't. And right now it's about 130.
130,000?
Yeah, we've taken a lot of pain to pay extra every month on our mortgage to pay it down.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right, that's very responsible. A lot of people are taking that route and it just pays off in the end. It's very
Mhm.
good. And so with regards to bank offered mortgage protection insurance, the house will be covered for only $130,000. No more than no less than that.
Okay.
And then, but with outside mortgage protection insurance, we can cover you for that 130,000 or for 140, 150, 170, whatever that you would need.
Okay.
And so there is more flexibility and freedom with how much you can be covered.
Mm-hmm.
For outside mortgage protection, we can cover the house, of course, as well as any final expenses that you have. Whether you choose to be cremated or buried, we can cover that as well as property taxes that occur every year.
Okay.
With the bank offered mortgage protection, it's just the amount of the balance.
Mm-hmm.
And then also with every payment that you make, two things happen. The mortgage protection insurance coverage, it decreases every time that you make a payment.
Okay.
Also, you pay interest on those payments as well. The payment toward your principal, toward your interest, and toward your MPI are not separated. They are all applied to the interest rate.
Okay.
But with outside mortgage protection, like I offer, there is no interest applied to your premiums. The premiums never decrease, and the coverage amount never, the premiums never increase,
Mm-hmm.
and the coverage amount never decreases.
Okay.
Mhm. And so, who would you like your beneficiaries to be?
Yeah, that would definitely be my husband, and our two daughters.
All right,
Mhm.
okay. Okay, so with the outside mortgage protection, you can definitely have your husband and your two daughters to be on your policy. However, with the bank offered mortgage protection, only the bank is the beneficiary, no one else.
Okay.
So if a claim would need to be filed, then only the beneficiary, that is the bank, would be paid.
Okay. And that would go toward paying off the mortgage.
Correct.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Okay.
No final expenses and no property taxes. But with outside mortgage protection, anyone who you choose to be a beneficiary will be receiving the payment.
Okay.
And then also, lastly, the taxes. A lot of people will be surprised to hear that when there is a payout from a life insurance policy, most of the time there are no taxes applied.
Oh, so if we have a policy that's above the amount that we owe,
Mhm.
then we would receive that full amount, and none would be diverted to taxes.
That is correct.
Okay.
Absolutely. And say you got 170,000, 130, or whatever, how much is left on the balance? Well, there's $30,000 left. then your family would still receive the full amount of the life insurance policy,
Okay.
and they can use it to purchase the rest of the house payment, or they can use it for whatever they want.
Okay.
So there's far more flexibility with a payout from an individual MBI company like myself
Mm-hmm.
rather than from a bank.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Yeah.
Alrighty. So out of those two options, bank offered and outside, which are you most drawn to?
I would definitely say the outside coverage.
Mhm.
I like the idea of my family having the flexibility.
Yes.
Of course, it would be good if the home were paid for,
Mm-hmm.
but there's always additional expenses.
Right.
Yeah, so I think I would lean more toward the outside coverage.
Okay. And so with that, we'd like to do a needs analysis. We want to figure out how much you need and how much you want to make sure that you get the policy that works best for your household.
Oh, that would be great.
So the first question is, what do you suspect your final expenses to be?